there, Cinners, and welcome to this week's episode of Shortcuts, where we give you all the horror happenings for the week. Join your hosts, Sean O'Connor and Shannon Bushman-Montalbano, as we go over the books, the movies, the streaming, the events, and all the latest news, delivered right into your sweet little ears, all in under a half hour. You want to know about that latest movie that's dropping this week? We got you. You want to know about that latest novel from your favorite horror author? We've got you. You want Sean to give you a release date 3 years from now for a movie you've never even heard about? We got you. So sit back, tune in, and we'll take it from here as you listen to this week's episode of Shortcuts.
Shannon just let me know that she's blowing up on social media.
On our social media, not mine. I get like no likes on mine.
No.
Nobody likes me.
I brought it up last week. Shannon gets all the nice comments. Oh, what an insightful comment she made. Oh my gosh, is she writing a book? She should be in movies. Oh yeah, and that other guy, is he dead yet?
Oh, stop. Dramatic.
I know, right? Right? Wait, hold on. Let me do it like there's a cold chill blowing in. And then they say, is he dead yet?
Is he dead yet?
Anyway, hi, Cinners. It's the Shortcuts. Our weekly episode where we take all the horror and we give it to you whether you want it or not.
I just has a little like Mariah Carey there, like, you know, in the booth, like.
But you know you want it, so we're gonna give it to you. Oh, oh goodness!
It's gonna be a one-hit wonder. I can't wait.
My single drops on Tuesday.
Perfect.
Oh, all right. So you know what we do. You know how we do it.
That's right.
To birthdays and anniversaries.
Woo! All right. So funny thing, I have 4 of them.
Okay.
Almost all of them are 15 years, set back in 2009, except for one. So I'm going to start with the other one. That's 25 years. Okay. Came out in 1999. And I'll have to admit, this surprised me because I cannot believe it's been fucking 25 years.
This is going to bum me out, isn't it?
I hope not. I mean, I was a little like, really? But whatever. Here we go. So it's 1999, and this is Stir of Echoes.
Oh, Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon, yeah. I really liked this film.
I think I'm correct, Richard Matheson short story or novel. Yeah, that's a good, nasty little movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I like that a lot.
But if you were to ask me before I researched this, I was like, no, it definitely came out early to mid 2000s. Definitely in my mind. And I cannot believe it's been 25 years.
You would have said that? I think I would have gone back further.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, just like one of those movies that is lost and there's not tethered to any date. You're like, I don't know, was it 1989 or was it yesterday? You know?
Oh yeah, fair enough. It just doesn't exist.
I mean, and Kevin Bacon has kind of looked the same since Diner. So oh.
Good point.
All right, so
it doesn't age.
That one's fantastic. That one is fantastic. Okay, Stir of Echoes. I got to put that on my list to watch this week.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this one's an interesting one. Okay, so again, like we already said, everything else is going to be 15 years. So this came out in 2009. I actually really like this one. This might be a little controversial, but Daybreakers.
I like that movie a lot. Why is it controversial?
Yeah. I don't know. I think some people were like, really? Like they turned back to humans again. Like I don't know. I feel like that was just but I'm like, how the hell was it going to end?
I didn't mind that at all.
Yeah, I didn't mind it at all. I thought it was a really cool story. But here's the interesting thing about it, in case you Sinners forgot, because I totally did, and I went, gasp! The movie is set in 2019.
Get out.
You know, so now think about this, right? So now it was basically a vampire epidemic, if you will.
Oh, snap!
And then 2020 happened. Granted, 2 completely different I cannot say that word. Epidemics, for fuck's sake. A world problem.
I almost wish that it was vampirism as opposed to the coronavirus, because then motherfuckers who didn't believe that it happened would just step out into the sunlight and we wouldn't have to worry about them anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. You're like, I'm gonna prove to you that this is all fake. You're like,
That
well,
that's a good one, and I love Willem Dafoe in that movie.
oh, he was great.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Absolutely.
he's so good.
Hmm.
All right, what else you got?
All right, so these two I'll admit I don't love. One of them I actually don't remember at all. The other one I don't think I've seen in its entirety because of reasons, whatever. Anyway, so this one is again 15 years, 2009. This one is Whiteout. So this is with Kate Beckinsale.
Beckinsale.
Yeah, I
Saw it.
think it was like a cat and mouse type of a chase in the Antarctic.
It is. It's a murder mystery set in the Antarctic, which I love everything about. I believe it's
Hmm.
based on a Greg Rucka either comic book series or graphic novel. And I remember I liked it, but I didn't love it. But I could not even remotely tell you why. But I kind of like everything about that, and that that trope has kind of been repeated pretty frequently with a series on FX where there was a murder up in Antarctica. I think it was called The Murder at the End of the World, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I was just about to say that was an interesting one.
Yeah,
It kind of it was like it definitely took a turn that I didn't expect. So it was pretty fun. Maybe a little too long, but I don't know. I enjoyed it for the most part.
samesies. Yeah.
Yeah,
But all
yeah,
right,
yeah,
Whiteout. Okay, we'll give you another shot.
yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll watch it in its entirety. And you're right. It is based on the graphic novel.
Okay, cool. And
Yeah, by Greg Rucko. Yeah.
Kate Beckinsale, don't tempt me with a good time.
Yeah, yeah. She's great.
She's delightful on the eyes.
I You are not wrong. All right, so last but not least, this one I never chased. I've been told that it's probably worth a shot because it's just fun.
Listen,
But this one is Jennifer's Body. So Megan Fox, Amanda
wait, did you just say
Seyfried.
you never saw it?
Yeah, not in its entirety now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know.
controversial.
Probably. It's I don't know. It didn't grab me. I was just I think it was one of those films where I was like, I'm not going to chase it, and
Okay.
then it was like, I'll see it when I see it, and that it never happened.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You and I both know we have like a list of that as long as a Costco receipt, So,
Yeah.
yeah. All
Yeah, for sure.
right, it's
So,
waiting there for you.
yeah. I think it's actually streaming like everywhere. It's on Hulu and Tubi right now.
Oh my
So
God. Yeah, it's especially with spooky season, that is now like, oh yeah, it's in like the top 10 of, oh, you got to watch this for spooky season.
you know what? If any of my girlfriends are listening, we actually have a girls trip coming up in Salem. So
Oh.
now, if it's still streaming on one of those networks, that'd be a fun chick flick, I think, type of an evening after a night out in Salem.
All right, now let me put you on the spot because I haven't done it in forever and it's my favorite thing.
Mm.
What would so your girls' weekend, you're in Salem. What's your pick for perfect movie night with some drinkies and some fun?
Oh, with the girls,
Yeah.
I probably would always go back to The Craft.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I would because that one is just come on, that's like chick flick like through and through.
Now, all right, is there going to be a hocus
And
pocus in there
there's
as
four of
well?
us. And there's four of us. Yeah. So
No.
so Hocus Pocus, if we were to do it, I'm sure that would definitely be on the repertoire because all the other girls are huge fans of it.
Okay.
I never really got into it. I don't want to say it's because I was too old for it. Like there was something about it. I don't know why it never grabbed me. I don't know. I think I moved on to like maybe more like I don't know, like the graphic horror. I was seeking more of the scary stuff, like because keep in mind I saw a lot of things at a young age. I was already like very much into the witches.
Yeah.
Which was technically a child's movie. It's fucking terrifying at some aspect. But
Very much so.
I saw The Exorcist young. I saw the slashers young.
You had
Um,
already passed. And first off, yeah,
I had a different mentality, and I was just like,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, I already saw the witches, and I'm like, I'm not. Not that it was cutesy wootsy, but I don't know. I was just past it at the time. And again, another movie I never chased. So I might get a lot of hate for that because I know all of my friends were like, "You've never fucking gave Hocus Pocus a chance." I'm like, I kept falling asleep. But I've seen the whole thing like in segments, so I technically have seen it.
I do. I just want to point out for our sinners, when you listen to this episode, go back to when Shannon is talking about how she was probably too old for it, and you'll hear me go, "Yeah," like I'm a 1930s paper boy.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, what the game said. We're too old for that.
Would you like a paper? It just costs you a schmeckle.
A schmeckle, you say?
I love that word, and I will try to use it at least once a day.
Well, welcome to the name of the episode.
That's all.
So I lost count. Was that 4?
That was it. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, we managed to give some love to movies that don't even have an anniversary or birthday. Good on us. Okay, let's talk about, here's our books. Oh, shoot. You know what? I did the same goddamn thing last week, and I'm not going to do it. I skipped over movies. Okay, ready? I'm so excited to get to books, but okay, let's do this properly. So we have 2 movies. We have Beetlejuice, which you saw and I saw.
Okay.
So how did you like Beetlejuice?
I did put out a review as well as a before and after, like a reaction video, if you will. So if any of you sinners already follow me and saw all of that, you would know that I didn't necessarily love the film. I didn't hate it. I'm not going to go out and bashing it and everything like that. My main problem was like the story. And as much as I love Catherine O'Hara and I love Winona Ryder, I felt their acting was like a little stiff. And
Okay.
I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't get past it. And again, just because I also didn't care for the overall story.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
That part like fell flat to me. However, it looked gorgeous. I loved the house. I loved the mourning shroud that they had
Right?
over the house. I was like, can I just have one of those?
How great
I know.
is that?
Catherine O'Hara, she was like, what the hell? Do you have like a curtain over your house? She's like, it's a mourning shroud. And I'm like, or a grieving shroud. I don't know, whichever one she said. I'm like, I want one. But yeah, so I love the look of it. Everybody looked great.
Yes.
The only slight, and again, this is, I mean, very, very slight, little whatever, but I don't know if I would agree to have Lydia Dietz's hair exactly the same way at like,
it was a choice.
Yeah. Like it's, I don't know. I feel like I was an interesting, I had interesting fashion choices at 15 years old. I'm hoping I dress a little bit better now, but I don't look the same. Is what I mean. It's,
I am absolutely showing up with that hairdo next sinful.
Next shortcut. We'll have to find pictures of ourselves at that age and post them. It'll be funny. But yeah, like I said, it was just a lot of things started and not finished, and the most interesting part of the stories I feel like went nowhere. So
I agree with everything that you're saying, but yet I still loved it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I just got, and I agree with everything that you're saying. There are ends that are never tied up. There's loose ends. There's like, there's a lot there, but I just got swept up into it. I had watched my youngest daughter and I watched Beetlejuice before the movie, so we kind of were on like a high, and packed theater, and you just surf on the vibe, and everybody was enjoying it. I just the MacArthur Park bit, I know it's divisive, but I love that 10-minute scene so much. So much so that I may have to go back and see it again. And I loved I love the trickery that Burton employed with this movie. The movie starts out, you're in this beautiful, it used to be called the crane shot, now it's a drone shot. You overhead shot that's coming into the
Mm,
town, and it is very, it's switching between the model from Beetlejuice and
right.
real, and back to the model, and then back to real, and this is in the first moments of the film, and I was like, you sneaky.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
he hooked me there, and I'm a sucker for that stuff.
Yeah, I agree. It did look gorgeous. Like,
Yeah.
everybody looked great. The sets were great. I do agree with the look of everything. Like I
All
said, it
your
was
points are
really
valid, though.
just mainly the story is I'm like, it
They
fell
are
flat.
they are absolutely going to make another one because it made a fortune at the
Yeah.
box office. Also, Willem Dafoe love. We're talking about Willem Dafoe. I loved him in this too.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
You got to keep it real.
Yeah.
Like every time he did that, I was like, nobody around me enjoyed my company. Nobody.
People are like, can you switch seats with me?
Exactly. Could you switch theaters? I was gonna say, oh my God, I was gonna say young man. How insane am I that someone would point to me and say young man? Oh my God. Oh, I have problems. Anyway, we
Aw,
had another movie come out which I was ready to, ew, gross, no, speak no evil.
okay.
Because I saw the original Danish movie and it is not fun at all. Is it an incredibly well-made nihilistic movie? Yes, times a gajillion. But it's just one of those movies where you get out to your car after you see it and you're like, uh,
Oh
and
boy.
yeah, and you pray like there's an ice cream shop or Dunkin' Donuts open, so you kind of like turn things around. From what I'm hearing about this movie is that the ending could possibly be different, but it's good. But they're saying that it's good. You know,
Okay.
a lot of online reactions, first watch reactions have been incredibly positive. There have been some good reviews. There have been some mixed reviews for sure, but I'm surprised. I thought for sure that this thing was going to crash and burn, and it just seems like I was wrong, and it is not as bad as I thought. Possibly even a very well-made good movie. So speak
Nice.
speak no evil remake. I suppose I owe you an apology, which is weird.
Yeah.
You're a movie.
And the original didn't come out that long ago, right? Wasn't it
Nah,
only like 2020?
nope, a couple of years ago. Yeah,
Like they're both fairly new, which is
yeah.
so I thought that was kind of interesting. I'm like, I wonder if that movie is so good that like, here comes America, like we need our own version. Here's some money. I don't know.
Like the biggest criticism I'm hearing is that it's a little bit defanged, but I'm like, if you
Hmm.
know the ending of the original, you're like, all right, dude, you know,
Yeah.
you don't need to always, yeah, anyway. Anyway,
We don't always have to go there.
exactly. All right, let's
So
get to books. Let's talk about yesterday.
yeah. I know we
All right.
both posted already, but fuck it, let's
Well,
talk about it.
why don't you tell the sinners what we did yesterday?
Okay. So we attended in Brooklyn, New
In
York,
Brooklyn.
the Wild. So many names I have to remember. So hold on.
Right?
Wild East Brewing Company.
Yep.
Wild East, right? Company Incorporated. I don't know. I don't
No, well,
remember.
you had you.
Wild East Brewing. Wild
Why did
East
you,
Brewery.
why did you keep
Brewery. There
talking?
you go.
I said you
I
got
don't
it, and
know.
then you were like, I don't know. Is it called Bart's and James Jam Factory? No, he had it. It's Wild Brewing.
So we were there, and it
Beautiful
was
bar.
beautiful bar, beautiful setting, a lot of cat artistry,
Yeah, and a lot
which
of real life cats.
yeah, I think I saw two live cats just hanging around, which were adorable. They were very chill.
I thought that
But
was the
this
fucking
was
sleepwalkers for a second. I was like, what's happening?
you see like somebody's heads morphing, like "Ugh."
I'm looking at you, Clay McLeod Chapman.
Yeah, really, Clone McLeod Chapman. So, yeah, so it was hosted by Twisted Spine Bookstore.
Oh, they're so good.
Um, so good. And the Brooklyn Horror Society. I don't know why I want to call them the Black Horror Society, and I'm like, no, Brooklyn Horror Society.
And they're so good. The co-host of this event first off, Brooklyn Horror Society, you had Adam and Julia emceeing the event. They were so fantastic.
They were great.
Holy cow. That's not an easy thing to do, people. It was a packed
No.
house. And not only was it a packed house, but there were 3 separate readings. So, you had to repeatedly go back up and keep the energy up and get everybody excited. And they did a phenomenal job. And then Lauren and Jason of the Twisted Spine bookstore, holy cow, were they busy. They sold every damn book. They gave away that phenomenal raffle prize. And they also squeaked in while they were doing all that. They managed to be the nicest people in the world.
I won one of the raffles.
What'd you win? Come on.
I forgot to mention that. So I think I won like a free Pilates class in Brooklyn. And so I know it's going to be ran. Oh my God, forgive me. The host's names. Oh
Julia.
My goodness. Julia.
Yep.
It was, so she said it was her friend who's going to run it. And she already has a spooky playlist for the class.
Set up. Oh, how great is that?
So cute, right?
All right, I took a look at the clock and we're running out of time, so I'm just going to go through this quick. So,
Okay.
So we had Wild East Brewing Company. Your beer is fantastic. The bar is gorgeous. What a fun hangout. Get down there. Wild East Brewery. Then we had Twisted Spine Bookstore. You're going to be seeing more of them because I'm going to do an interview with them, and that's going to be up at Macabre Daily. So how about that? Oh, and then Brooklyn Horror Society is like, what about me? I was there too. Well, guess what, Brooklyn Horror Society? You're getting an interview for Macabre Daily as well. And you get one. And you get one. So just to let everybody know how fucking great live events are, you had Mark Abbott and you had Mona Kabani. Mona, I'm so sorry. I always goof up your name. You had Emily Ruth Verona. You had Nat Cassidy. You had Joshua Pangborn. You had Meg Ripley, Aaron E. Adams, Clay McLeod Chaplin, and Joseph Pesavento. You had all of those authors, and every single one gave a reading, and they were all fantastic, and they were different. Nat sang a song. Clay did almost like this performance piece called Nails, which just always brings down the house. Every single person did such an incredible reading, and some were funny and some were intense, but they were all 10 out of 10, no notes, loved every second of it. So we had talked about this a couple of shortcuts ago, that live events are so energizing and so much fun. Oh, and how about this? And then you're like, oh, I'll have a beer. What do you want, a lager? I'll take a Pilsner. Oh, hi, that's Grady Hendrix. What the fuck is my life? What is my life?
Right?
Oh my God. That's Grady Hendrix. This is what happens. This is how I met Nat Cassidy. Because all of a sudden I'm at Emily Yu's, her event, and I'm rubbing elbows with a handsome man in a jean jacket. And sure enough, it turns out to be Nat Cassidy. So, Cinners, get out there, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's so much fun. They're regular people.
Regular people, and you know what? I'm learning this, that they also like giving hugs, and I'm a huge recipient of hugs.
Same.
So
a lot of hugging yesterday.
A lot of horror love and genuine love for all those people. They're so nice. Okay, clock is ticking. Thank goodness they're not a lot. So little bit of news. Ready?
Sure.
The movie Creep. It's coming to Shudder as a series. It's going to be 6 episodes. It's called The Creep Files, and look, let's see what it's all about. A lot of people love Creep and Creep 2. Let's see what they can do with this 6 episode limited series. Seems like the perfect fit.
Okay.
This one is very special to me.
Okay.
You know when I gasp like I'm on Downton Abbey, that it is, oh my stars. Okay, Netflix, sneaky Netflix. They dropped Joko Anwar's new horror movie, Grave Torture. It's already on Netflix. They didn't tell anybody about it. They just put it on there. And I'm
just a little drop.
Yeah, I'm like, Netflix, what the Franklin are you doing? But I kind of love that too, where you're scrolling and you're like, is that a new Joko Anwar movie? And then you're like, did I see Grady Hendrix yesterday? What is my life? So it's all good. Okay, this this is kind of cool. I don't know if these movies are everyone's. I shouldn't say everyone's bag, but hear me out. A24 and Regal Cinemas, which we have one close to us, Shannon.
Mm-hmm,
they're releasing through October their like horror-ish movies, horror adjacent movies. So you have the Killing of a Sacred Deer is on the 1st of October. A Ghost Story is on the 8th. It Comes at Night is on the 15th. Dream Scenario is on the 22nd. All of those, I'm like, meh. But that's me. But here's the big one. This one, they stuck the landing. Hereditary. On the 29th.
Nice.
Yeah. So I've got to, I'm going to DM Emily Hughes and just be like, guess what's coming on the 29th? 2 more pieces of news. Demian Bashir joins the cast of The Black Phone 2. I didn't even know they were making one, but now that Demian Bashir is involved, guess who's excited? Because I love that guy.
Perfect.
And then
I loved the first one.
Yeah. And
great movie.
In a Violent Nature is on Shudder. So if you want to watch it, it's on Shudder.
Nice.
Okay, so I had some issues with trailers.
Do tell.
So, with that in mind, there are 3 trailers. Only 2 are going to be included in the episode because they have dialogue. The other I'm going to start with, and that is Steven Soderbergh's haunted house movie called Presence. Ooh. Everyone must watch this trailer. And I'll tell you why. Because you know me. You're like, Sean, how are you even recommending a trailer? You tell everyone not to.
Yeah, you hate trailers.
Steven Soderbergh is like, oh, hi, Oz Perkins. I see what you're doing. Hold my flaming jack-o'-lantern. It starts with, again, like a crane shot, a drone shot coming down on a house. It's just music. It's just vibes. It stops at the front door and starts to pan in. Just vibes. That's it. And then the dialogue says like, this house is this house, or this house has, and then at the end it says this house has a presence. And everyone watch this trailer. Everyone watch it. Well, I was going to say right now, but finish listening to us.
Yes.
Everyone's homework is watch this trailer, and if they release another one, if you watch it, I'm going to smack your hand. One and done.
Sean's going to turn into the presence.
Yes.
Smacking your hand away.
This one set the hook. We don't need any more. No one knows anything about this movie except it's a haunted house. That's all you need to know.
Fantastic.
But the vibe and the music and the cinematography is so fantastic in this 90-second teaser. Nothing more needed. Okay. Here are the trailers I will put on, so I don't need to really go into them too much, and we got to get the hell out of here anyway. But the first is Salem's Lot, will be on HBO Max October 3rd.
I've always written stories about things that are so terrible. You'll run away until your brain won't remember.
So why did you come back?
I'm here for research.
What exactly, though, are you researching?
I can see her lying back in her satin dress.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary in the lot recently?
Don't confess. Sundown, you're back.
There are some folks who've had some kind of unusual experiences. They used to tell us stories about this place.
You have no idea what you're getting yourself into here.
Annie, where are you? Answer me.
This is not a disease you can catch. Let me in.
If we don't fight back, they'll come for us eventually.
Things have gone bad in the lot now.
We are doing a special episode with Mr. Eric Hansen from Cradle to the Grave podcast.
Woo!
And then I was
And?
like, I'm not that Eric's not enough. Eric's always enough because that guy is fucking. I mean, he is like 5 stars, certified fresh.
Love you, Eric.
But I was just thinking, who else do I know who really enjoys vampires? And that is Mr. John Langan, author of the incredible horror classic that'll twist your spine. See what I did there? Call back.
No.
Twist your spine into a pretzel because he wrote The Fisherman, and he will mess you up in the best way possible. So, Shannon, Eric, John, and Sean recording a review episode of the New Salem's Lot, which will post first week of October. And then the second trailer I have is House of Spoils, and I'm actually, maybe if I get the screener, we'll be doing a review of that for Macabre Daily.
This fillet's about to look so sexy, you're gonna leave your wife.
Hell yeah, that's how it's done. Watch and learn.
I'm leaving to be head chef at my own restaurant. We have a beautiful site upstate.
All yours, baby.
Ooh.
We're pulling off a fine dining restaurant in the boonies. It is make or break. And we gotta make you the next big thing.
I don't need them burnt, I need them delicious. Move. Let's go.
I've never seen greens like these.
Tell them we only want the best.
Got it. What's prosciutto?
Prosciutto?
Oh.
You okay, Chef? Yeah, I'm great. The previous owner, you know about her?
Everyone around here has a witch lady story. I wouldn't need anything from her garden.
You've been watching too many tales from the crypt, my dude.
Come this way. Come.
We have a squid ink risotto. It was hot.
This spoon can get very hot. What was that all about?
Look, there is something very wrong with this place.
You are
have
the
to-
chef.
Oh my God.
This is on you.
You continuing to have anxiety?
Oh, this feels different.
I really believed you when you said that you were ready for this. Now I'm watching you fall apart.
Ugh. Hope you're all still hungry.
So enjoy those trailers. But Shannon, we literally have 30 seconds to talk to Tommy. So take us out of here.
All right, Cinners, and that's a cut.
Yeah! Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Shortcuts. I hope you enjoyed hearing it just as much as we enjoyed recording it for you. If you did enjoy it, would you please leave us a review on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, the bathroom wall at the local gas station, wherever. We'd really appreciate it. If you rate and review us, it goes a long way to getting the word out about Sinful Cuts. Can't thank you enough. Until next time,